Hello students, welcome back to my channel Mind Your Exam. In this video, we'll be learning another statement or command of SQL in which we will be seeing how we can insert new values into a relation. So in the previous videos, we have seen how we can create a table, we can add an attribute, remove an attribute. Now we want to fill in data into our tables because originally whenever a table is created, it is empty and you need to execute a command to insert values so that you can fill in the entries or records in that relation. So which command we will be using? We'll be using the insert command to execute this particular scenario. Now let's see what is the syntax of the insert command. So insert is always followed by the keyword into. So you write two words, insert into. That means you are specifying which is the table in which you want to insert new values. So here, after writing insert into, you write the name of the table and then you tell the SQL, you tell the database that these are the values that I want to insert. So you write the keyword values and followed by two round brackets in which you specify the list of values. Now these values correspond to the tables or the attributes that are present in the table that you have specified here. Okay, so value 1 is the value for column 1, value 2 is the value for column 2, and if there are more attributes, value 3 is assumed to be the value for column 3 of the table. Okay, so here we are assuming that as many attributes or as many columns will be present in your table, same number of values will be specified in this round brackets. Okay, so for example, if you have 4 attributes in a student table, you will write 4 values that have to be inserted for each record into that particular table. Now another way of inserting values is to avoid any confusion. You write the two keywords insert into, you write the name of the table as earlier, and then after writing the table name in round brackets, you specify the list of attributes. So you specify all the attributes in which you want to insert values. See, there might be attributes in which there are default values present or null values are allowed, or you want to skip values for certain attributes. So in that case, you can specify the list of attributes where you want to insert the values, and then you write the keyword values followed by the values for only those attributes that you have specified in the list above. Say for example, you have specified only 4 attributes out of the 6 attributes present in a table, then only 4 values should be present here. Value 1 will correspond to attribute 1, value 2 will correspond to attribute 2, and so on. Okay, so this syntax can be followed when you are specifying all the values for each and every attribute, or this syntax can be followed when you are specifying values for few attributes. Okay, so to avoid any confusions that you might be having, let us see an example. See, we had the student relation which had 4 different attributes: the roll number, student name, student date of birth, and the guardian ID of the student. Now if I want to insert values into this particular relation and I want to insert all the 4 values corresponding to each of the 4 attributes, so how will I do that? So as I specified in the syntax, first you will write the 2 keywords insert into, then you specify the name of the table in which you want to insert the values. Here the name of the table is student. Then you write the keyword values followed by the list of values for the record that you want to insert. So this is the roll number of the student, this is the name of the student that we are inserting, this is the date of birth, and this is the guardian ID. Please remember that since the student name is a character or varchar in nature, this attribute value will be specified in inverted commas. Okay, and since the student date of birth is of data type date, and date in SQL is always written in YYMMDD format. That means the year is specified first, followed by the month, and then the day. Okay, so you need to specify 4 values because here you have not written any particular list of attributes. If you are not specifying anything in the round brackets after the name of the table, then SQL assumes that you will be giving all the values of the attributes that are present in that table. Now another scenario that we saw just now was that you specify in which attributes you are inserting values. So in the same case as we have seen in the first example, this particular command can be written like this also, where we are writing explicitly the name of the 4 attributes in which we are inserting the values. So we write insert into the name of the table, which is student, then we write the name of the attribute. This is the first attribute, roll number, the second attribute, student name, followed by student date of birth, and the fourth attribute, GUID. And what are the values that we are specifying in this? For the roll number, we are specifying the value 1. For the S name, we are specifying the value Anita. Then for date of birth, we are specifying this particular value, and for GUID 101 has been written here. Now in the case you do not want to insert values into all the attributes of a table, say you want to enter a record into the student table with only roll number and student name, because GUID is a foreign key as we seen in the previous video and it can be null, and student date of birth we have assigned a default value. So here we can do the same by writing the command insert into student followed by the list of attributes in which we are inserting the values, and then we write the values keyword followed by the values corresponding to each of the attributes that have been specified here. And for the remaining attributes, if default or null values are allowed, those values will be filled in, otherwise an error would be shown by SQL. So I hope you have understood this topic. Thank you for watching. Till we meet in the next video, mind your exam.